All right, man. Torture Talk. You know what it is, man. I don't know what's going on with this thing over here. Yeah. How y'all doing, man? Hope everything's good. Yeah, for some reason the other thing ain't working, but here we are. All right, man. So look, today's episode, we're going to talk about Aiden Ross saying some things about Kendrick Lamar's concert, and yeah, I got a lot to say about this dude, and I've been wanting to do this episode, but for some reason, it's been giving me I don't know, it's been giving me problems. But I'm here now. So look, before I get into that, I gotta get a spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 17,000. I'm trying to get to 18,000 by the end of next week. So please help me get there. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers a week. You know what I'm saying? And Torture Talk After Hours, I'm trying to get to 5,000. Once I get to 25,000 subscribers over here, I will give away a nice size cash prize. And 5,000 over there, I will give away a nice size cash prize. So look, this is going to be a goodie. Stick with me. Let's get it, man. I got a lot to say about this. So let's go. All right, man. So look, Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is one of those people who is a top Drake Glazer, top Drake fan, if you want to call him. And my biggest issue with Aiden Ross is he really don't know too much about hip hop. And I think he's one of these new age listeners because I don't know if he really knows this, but I think he thinks Kendrick Lamar only has 2 albums. Maybe he knows now that he doesn't, but he's such a front runner for Drake. I'm talking like one of the biggest front runners. He probably is low key worse than academics. Because academics at least can kind of criticize Drake a little bit. This guy here, he does not criticize Drake, not even a little bit. I mean, and if that's his homie, that's cool. I get it. But he doesn't. He doesn't criticize Drake at all. And they have a whole thing together. And to me, Aiden Ross is one of those type of guys that actually made it. It's kind of like he stumbled into success. You know what I'm saying? Because he to me, I feel like, I don't know him, but I feel like he's just a clown. I feel like I feel like if you met him, you'd be like, you're a cornball, bro. Like, you're a clown. You know what I'm saying? And he just made the right moves, or someone helped him make the right moves to get where he at. But I don't know, man. I just feel like he's a clown. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Aiden Ross has added his voice to the many commentators discussing Kendrick Lamar and SCA's concert tour. On Saturday, April 19th, 2025, the two artists kicked off their joint world tour, called the Grand National Tour, at the U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. They performed an extensive set list of 52 songs and collaborated on several tracks, including All the Stars, Love, Doves in the Wind, and their chart-topping Billboard Hot 100 single, Luther. Following the successful opening night, many online users share their thoughts about the concert, with Aiden Ross among them.
So, again, I don't know why. And maybe the reason why is because Kendrick Lamar, I don't know why I just swung that. Maybe the reason why is because Kendrick Lamar beats with Drake. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't know why a lot of people are trying to downplay his success. Like, what's the point of that? If you saying you're a hip hop supporter and you love hip hop, why do y'all try to downplay Kendrick Lamar's success then? You said that Drake ran the game for 15 years and y'all loved it. Okay, maybe it's somebody else's turn to run the game. How come y'all not bigging that up? That's what I don't understand. But let's keep it going.
Hot 100 single, Luther. Following the successful opening night, many online users share their thoughts about the concert, with Aiden Ross among them. The well-known Twitch streamer claimed that some attendees were fake fans who had been paid by UMG to be there. He stated, "Do you really think he could sell out that venue? His music isn't meant for stadiums." UMG must have hired 30,000 people and paid them around $15 each. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't...
So, let me get this right. This is what I need to understand, and this is what I need to understand about these stupid takes that these niggas be doing, man. I swear, I'm telling you, bro. I cannot stand Aiden Ross. Out of all of the people, he is the top person that I just don't like. I do not like that dude at all. On nothing. I don't care what he does. I do not like that dude at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. I don't like him at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. I don't. Right? Because he's such a cornball. And I know he's a cornball. Anyway, this dude says, the UMG paid people, 30,000 people. I want y'all to understand what he's saying. UMG paid 30,000 people $15 to go to the show, right? Now I need this person to show me where he said this at, but this is not the only. Let's just say allegedly he said this, right? But just think about that. So 30,000 people, everybody kept their mouth shut. Nobody said nothing. Nobody went online and said, "Yo, UMG paid me, and I ain't going." You know what I'm saying? No, nobody did anything like that for Drake. So none of those people were Drake fans. They all kept their mouth shut. Nobody actually came out and said that. This is what I mean by dudes like him. They just want to just throw salt in the game because they have no choice but to do it because they man lost. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going.
Don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. Ross's comments quickly sparked a variety of reactions as users took to the comments section to express their views. Some agreed with his perspective on the concert, suggesting that it would have been much less attended without financial incentives. One commenter noted, "Kendrick isn't a global star yet. Maybe one day, but right now, his fan base is more of a trend. People don't really listen to Kendrick in the neighborhoods or at parties." However, many others disagreed with Ross's remarks. One user pointed out, Kendrick has been selling out arenas for years. Each album release is a major event in rap culture. People just love to criticize. Drake has been doing the same, and Kendrick might even...
This is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people get online, they just talk just to talk. Aiden Ross, again, I don't understand how he got to the point he's at because he's stupid. It's like, how do you, like, he has to have a smart team around him. When it comes to hip hop, I don't know what else he does. Whatever else he does, he might be smart at that. But this here, he is a dummy. He's dumb. It's like, bro, you literally are one of the biggest streamers in the world, and you get online to say something stupid like that. That UMG probably paid 30,000 people to show up to a Kendrick concert. So let me get this right. UMG went around and paid 30,000 people on all of these shows to show up to a Kendrick concert. This is what you're saying. So they actually paid for all the venues, all the stadiums all over the world, and no one's saying anything. No one's saying anything. This is how stupid this dude is. He's so dumb. And it's like, dog, you are stupid. You know what? I want to actually talk to Aiden Ross one day. Me and him talk one day. And I'm going to tell him about himself to his face. I'm like, bro, you a dummy. You're dumb, bro. You're stupid. You have all of this, how would I say, financial incentives and all this money and all this shit, but you're still stupid, bro. You're still a dummy. So you could be a rich dummy. Doesn't matter, dummy. It's like, come on, bro. It's crazy. So you telling me that the record label literally paid 30,000 people to show up to a show and no one said anything about it online? Oh my God, bro. This is nuts, bro. Oh my God.
Be more popular than him right now. Another commenter lamented, "It's sad that whenever a person of color achieves something, there's always someone trying to bring them down. This happens within the community too, so spare me the race baiting. You're either a good person or not. In February, Aiden Ross mentioned on the Full Send podcast that he believed Drake had won the rap feud, even though Kendrick Lamar was unofficially declared the winner after the release of...
How did Drake... And again, this is what I mean by this dummy. He's such a dummy. How did Drake win the rap feud? He is such a dummy. How did Drake win the rap feud? How? Off of what? What did he win off of? How? He's another one of these guys that says that Kendrick's using bots. He's a dummy.
His widely discussed anthem, Not Like Us. Ross disagreed with the consensus, arguing that Lamar's song contained falsehoods, using the allegations about Drake's daughter as an example. He also criticized K-Dot's Super Bowl halftime performance, declaring Drake the true winner of the rivalry. In 2011, I was 11 years old. I think it was called Would You Like a Tour, he recalled. That was when Drake first released Take Care and took Kendrick, J. Cole, A$AP Rocky, The Weeknd, and others on tour with him. He featured all of them, including French Montana and Meek Mill. He helped...
Yo, it's so crazy how people come running with this narrative that Drake took them on tour, but they're not mentioning that most of these people, except for maybe Kendrick and whoever else, people wrote music for Drake. So it's like a give and take with Drake, right? And on top of that, he wasn't the first person to take Kendrick on tour. Another falsehood that people were saying, like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy. So what? He took Kendrick on tour. That didn't mean that Kendrick wouldn't have blown up. There's a lot of artists that blew up that never went on tour with Drake. It's like what? It's like what is this? What is this whole thing? Oh, Drake, the reason why he's so big because Drake gave him his start. Drake didn't give him his start. Like, cut it out. Like, I don't understand. Kendrick Lamar he wasn't a big artist, and granted, Drake was a bigger artist, and it did help Kendrick Lamar. But for you to sit here and say that that's the sole reason why he's this big today, no, absolutely not. That's not why. Like, come on, bro, cut it out.
Launched their careers, and now this is how they treat him. He suggested that Drake's long-standing position at the top made the industry want to dethrone him, using Lamar as a means to do so. It's all been building up. He's been number one for so long that they're trying to take him down. But you can't take him down. He's in Australia selling out shows like crazy. He just released an amazing album. No disrespect to Kendrick. He has classics, hits, and is a legend in his own right. But his last album before GNX, Mr. Morale, was terrible. Drake helped revive Kendrick's career. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation.
That's why I say he's a dummy. His last album before GNX was terrible, but that was the album that had one album, hip hop album of the year, won more awards than Drake. Bro, you can't make this up. And I believe it's platinum too. So it's like, come on, bro, cut it out. See, my biggest thing, right, with people like Aiden Ross is they just can't be honest, and they have to have some type of biasness in when they're talking about Kendrick Lamar or whoever else they're talking about. And to me, it's disgusting to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, every interview, you'll say Kendrick Lamar is a legend and he has classics. But then you'll say Drake revived Kendrick Lamar's career off of the beef. But if Drake won, how could he revive his career if he won the battle? And if Drake won, then how come Drake ain't doing the songs in stadiums? How come Drake ain't doing the songs? That's a question I have for Aiden. If Drake won the beef, how come he deleted the music? Why he ain't doing the songs? Why he not doing push-ups and Family Matters and actually concerts? I don't understand why he's not doing them if he won the beef, if he won the battle. I don't understand that. I think you just want to say he won because you want to make yourself feel you're delusional. You want to make yourself feel like he won, and you know he lost. You know he lost. You know he got smoked. Everybody know he got smoked. Everybody knows that he got smoked. Everybody knows that. I don't understand why you trying to pretend. And I think the reason why you pretending is the same reason why a lot of these rappers be pretending, because they're afraid to lose Drake's friendship. That's what it is. They're scared to say he lost. They're scared to say that Drake is actually not at the top no more. He's not. Drake's not at the top no more. I wish y'all all understand this. He's not at the top no more. It's over for him. I'm not saying he's over. He's going to still have a career, but he ain't number one no more. And he's probably never going to be number one again. It's just as simple as that. Because at this point, people are going to listen to him because they're curious about what he's going to say back to Kendrick. As long as Kendrick Lamar is still making music, Drake is not going to be able to do anything. Once Kendrick Lamar stops and he takes a break, then Drake could come outside and play. Like right now, the boogeyman's outside, and ain't nobody coming outside to play. Everybody that's talking, they ain't saying nothing. They all quiet as a church mouse right now, every one of them. And you know it. And I don't understand why you getting online saying that you believe that this nigga really said that UMG brought 30,000 tickets and gave people the 30,000 tickets so the show could sell out because nobody's going to see Kendrick. Not knowing that Not Like Us is one of the biggest songs of all time. And on top of that, Kendrick Lamar he's one of the biggest artists of all time. So if UMG paying for Spotify numbers, for Spotify to raise his numbers, is UMG, this is what I mean. You got to understand, the shift has happened already, Aiden. It's over, bro. Your man has to catch up. Your man can't just drop stuff no more, bro. Those times are over. He has to make some good music now. He hasn't been making good music for years, bro. All his music that he's coming out with now is just either he got from somebody else or it's just throwaways that he's trying to put out. But he can't stop. The bleeding has already commenced, bro. He got to make some good music that healed up the wounds, bro. Simple as that. He got to make some good music. At this point, he's not making no good music, nigga. He's not. Some Sexy Songs for You is over. It's gone. Nobody's talking about it no more, bro. People still talking about GNX, and it came out almost in November. Come on, bro. You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all, man, for being here with me on the OT show. All right, man. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all have yourself a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, if I didn't say it. And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. All right, man. I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.